It's Louisville's new rock alternative, Alt 1051. It is PK, and special guest in the studio, Tony from White Reaper. What's up, man?
How's it going? Good to see you.
It's good to see you, man. It's been a hot second.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, so we were talking a little bit before we jumped on the mics and everything, but you kind of in the closing stages of things starting up again, and
yes,
you can get rid of that stir crazy feeling.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to put it. We're in the closing stages of restarting. Yeah.
I like
that.
Yeah, so I do want to talk. You guys got some brand new music. We're going to be premiering a brand new song in just a minute. A new song called Honestly. So tell me a little bit about this song in particular before we have the world premiere of the song here.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's just a couple of chords really that loop throughout the song. Different pieces kind of come in and out. I don't know. It was really fun to record. It's fun to play with the guys. There's really not a lot to it. There's not so much to say.
I mean, it's been something that's kind of been at about 2 years since the last album came out. So
yeah,
when did this whole process for writing this song in particular and writing new music? When did this start with this new version of what White Reaper is? Yeah.
Okay. So this song, I think, it wasn't written long after Asking for a Ride, our last record, came out, but just kind of the way that all of our schedules were laid out, our personal schedules, recording this new record took, almost the entirety of 2024 and a little bit of 25. So, we've been kind of sitting on this stuff for quite some time.
Yeah. Well, goes back to the stir crazy feeling. Yeah. So,
yep.
Well, I mean, now is the time we can hit play, and the stir crazy can finally end, and we can get this out into the world. The world premiere, brand new music from Louisville's own White Reaper. The song is called Honestly. You heard this one first and only right here on Alt 1051. All right, there you go. Brand new music from White Reaper, the world premiere. Brand new music called Honestly. And I'm joined in studio by Tony from White Reaper. And, it's great to finally have this out. And it's been a couple of years since the last album. So now we're into this new era of what White Reaper is. So, tell me a little bit about, how things are going to be moving forward and what the plan is heading into the end of this year and also into 2026.
Okay, let me see what exactly I can get. Okay, so there's 10 songs on this record.
Okay.
We recorded more than that. So, there's going to be more music coming. Just in talking to the guys, we also want to be in the studio more frequently than we had in the past. We felt like, each time we try to make a record, we sort of do something a little differently than we'd done the time before. Just because I feel like we, are constantly learning from our mistakes, and, whether the change is, how long you're in the studio or which studio you choose or, whatever it is. But I feel like we really cracked that code on what works for us. So, I think we're going to be more consistent in that department. And then, yeah, I think it's just going to be a little more organized and balanced in terms of touring and musical output. Instead of lots of touring, record every now and then, it's going to be, more music to, balance out the touring.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of been one of the things with White Reaper in general. I mean, even early days has always been, anytime I talk to people, it's like, you got to see the live show. You got to see the live show. And so I feel like there was a lot of that emphasis put on the touring and being out and being in front of people. So now that you've kind of had a little bit of that time away to, work on some new music and spend more time in the studio, like you said, do you think that it's going to be, those shorter runs of tours or, kind of staying a little more localized with, a clump here and then take a break, clump here and, kind of traveling around like that?
I definitely think since we're getting older, we're just going to, I don't know that it's going to be shorter clumps in general, but I think we're just going to kind of pick our battles better, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, it just gets tough when you're out there for 2 months and then, by the time you get home, you don't really want to do anything, Yeah. So we're just kind of trying to, balance, I think, is a real key word for us now in this new sort of chapter But yeah, I think, yeah, really, we're just going to try to be a little more strategic and smart about our touring plans with, studio time in mind, so we can, continue the circle of output.
Yeah, and not reach that burnout point too.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we just wrapped up this tour, and I'm gonna sleep for a whole week, and then go right back out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Tony from White Reaper in the studio right now doing a little White Reaper takeover. So, we just premiered the brand new song, Honestly. So, we'll play a couple of throwback hits, and then, we'll start talking a little bit more about the future of White Reaper. But yeah, again, if you missed the premiere of Honestly, we'll play it again. Don't worry. We are going to play it again. We're going to be playing it a lot, I should say. But we will get to that. But we'll do a couple throwback jams right now. We'll do Real Long Time, some White Reaper, Louisville Zone, Salt 105.1. We have Tony from White Reaper in the studio.
Yo.
I appreciate you stopping by and,
Sure.
Not only taking some time to talk, but we premiered the brand new song, Honestly.
Yes,
and
thank you.
we are going to be playing it again in just a second as we wrap things up, and I'll let you kind of get about the rest of your day and everything.
Sure.
But very excited to be able to show you guys some love. I mean, Louisville Zone. So,
we appreciate it.
Yeah, we always want to try to support you guys. I mean, we show like your pictures hanging up in our office and everything. So, nothing but love for you guys here. So, with the new song, Honestly, I have the exclusive. We've been, fortunate enough to have the world premiere. The song actually comes out tomorrow. So, tell everybody where they can find it and kind of where they can find all of the other relevant info of all things White Reaper.
Yeah, if you go on Spotify or Apple Music and just type in White Reaper, then it'll all be right there.
Very simple.
Or you could also just type that into Google or Instagram, White Reaper USA.
I like it. And of course, you'll be able to hear it here with us as well. We're going to be playing the hell out of it. I'm very excited to have you guys back, have some new music.
Yeah,
and it's been a lot of fun. I like the sound of this song, and I look forward to, as we were talking earlier, you guys got some more music that's going to be on the way. Mm-hmm. So I am I'm pumped for it, and I'm pumped to hopefully see more to come as we get closer to the end of this year.
Absolutely.
Like I said before, I mean, everybody always says, like, you got to go and see White Reaper. You got to go and see him live. So,
yeah. I mean, I do think we're pretty good live.
I mean, I'd be concerned if you were like, no, we're actually terrible live. Like,
yeah, I mean, we are pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, like, not to toot your own home, but it's like, like, pretty damn good. I mean, here's the thing. If you sucked live, you wouldn't be where you are now. So, right. I mean, that's true. We're just throwing that out there. But for anybody that did miss it, we are going to play the brand new song, Honestly. We're going to do that one again. Tony, thanks for taking some time out of your day to stop on by. Of course. Always a pleasure, and we look forward to what's to come for the rest of this year and next year with White Reaper, Louisville Zone.
That's right.